Hi everyone and welcome back to the Zombies. In this video we'll venture off into the new Dark Aether in Zarkwa Hydroelectric. To be able to do it, you need to have completed the Union mission and performed the ritual using the relics. If you're not sure what all of that means, check the video guides in the description. The new Dark Aether portal is located in the center of the Old Town Square in the red zone, and I'll begin my guide with the usual warning. Dark Aether is not meant to be the solo experience. It's doable alone, but going in with the team makes everything many times easier and is much less demanding in terms of the equipment and preparation. So, team up! Shout via in-game chat in the beginning of the round to find other people going into Dark Aether and join them. A team of 3 feels comfortable inside, a team of 6 just blasts through the whole thing with ease. You've been warned, so let's go. Once you load into the Dark Aether, you'll see 3 beams going up in the sky, indicating each of the contract locations. While those can be done in any order, I highly recommend starting off by going right to the Escort Contract. Reason for it is each of the contracts here also grants a passive ability, and the Escort one is probably the most useful for the solo, making the rest of the run much easier. In terms of weapons, I highly recommend bringing in RGL and VR11 combo. There'll be literal swarms of zombies, and where the team can fight off with regular guns, a solo needs some proper area of effect damage, and there's nothing better than RGL for this in the game. The legendary rarity and punch 3 are the must this time around. So, get to where the light beam shows you and go up the roof of the building. There'll be plenty of zombies right away, so land a few RGL shots and run up to the obelisk to break it. Once the obelisk is broken, you'll need to interact with an item on the pedestal to pick it up and accept the contract. This is an Atomic Hunter, an extremely useful passive bonus I mentioned before. Now run to the ACV and start it. If you have any sentry guns, place them on top of the ACV. You may notice now that some of the special zombies have greenish glow around them. This is the effect of your Atomic Hunter. It makes the new power-ups drop more often and shows you which exact zombie carries it. Use that to your advantage by targeting those zombies whenever possible and picking up their nukes to make your life quite a bit easier. The Escort Contract here is similar to the one in Al-Bagra Fortress Rift. It's somewhat easier in a sense that mega abominations do not swarm you even in the Elder version, but it does have a ton more zombies, so when playing solo you have to use your VR11 to fix the vehicle. Remember, VR11 has to be packer punched in order to be able to do repairs, but if you're serious about surviving this place, you'll need it at punch 3 anyway, since the ACV is not the only thing you'll use it for. Whenever your ACV stops to do its thing, just run around spamming your RGL non-stop. You can use Casimir's, but realistically RGL is all you need and any damage to the ACV will be fixed with VR11. You'll notice that I'm using Mags of Holding together with Golden Plates and Ether Blades. Of this set, I'd say Mags of Holding is actually the most needed since it eliminates the need to reload and you can continuously deliver damage even while replating. I also do have a dog with, but the dog's life expectancy in the solo run is not great to say at least. Zombies tend to swarm the dog and take it down in a matter of seconds. You can try bringing Healing Aura to try and keep it alive, but I found it's quite hard to keep track of the dog at all times, and the extra killing power from the Energy Mine is much more useful. So I just filled all 3 spaces in my backpack with self-revives instead of relying on a doggo. When team comes in with multiple dogs, the situation reverses and dogs have great chances on making it through all the way till the end. Eventually, your escort will get to an end and you'll get your reward rift. A quick note on rewards in the new Dark Aether. Apart from the various regular items, you do have a chance of getting the new classified items in here. The Golden Gas Mask, Mercenary Beret and Deadwire Detonators. If detonators do drop for you, use them immediately as they will greatly increase the effectiveness of your RGL. Tier 3 schematics, quite surprisingly, also drop in here. I did find plans for the Epic Ether tool in the regular version of this rift, and I was told that refined crystal drops here too. In the Elder version, you have good chances for new classified items plans too. Now, after you got your rewards, continue down the road in the same direction you've been escorting the ACV to get to the next contract. I prefer running with VR11 out because it seems faster than with RGL, and for some reason it seems less zombies aggro at you if you run with it. I may be tripping here, but it surely feels calm traversing the map with VR11. Once you reach the obelisk, interact with it to reveal the contract and again to accept it and pick up the passive. Mind-blowing revelation. This passive makes your headshot kills explosive and it's normally quite useful, but I don't have any weapons on me to chase headshots, so I skip picking it up. The next contract is the HVT hunt for a Mega Abomination. Since the RGL is pretty much useless against Megas, you'll need to use the VR11 here. Luckily, Punch 3 VR is actually very effective against bosses, but it's not the Mega that's the biggest trouble here. It's the swarm of all kinds of its minions that keep chasing me around. This is again where your Atomic Hunter passive is very useful. Concentrate on staying alive and try to knock out one of the nuke-bearing zombies, then use the nuke to clear the area to allow you to actually take care of the Mega. You can also bring in thermites instead of ether blades and use those when Mega is using its laser attack for instant beheading. Either way, eventually you'll get the contract done and pick your rewards out. Now head over east for the last beacon. You'll probably recognize all of the locations from the Union mission. The Hunt contract is located where the Ether Storm used to be, and two others are exactly where you shot down the orbs and destroyed the crystals. And so, your last beacon is the Outlast Contract by the water tower. Again, interact with the obelisk to reveal the item, and then again to accept the contract and pick up the numb foot. This passive is great since it freezes zombies that are close to you, slowing down both their movement and attacks. Now activate the PNG and start running in literal circles while shooting your RGL. There's really not much more than that to it. It's just 90 seconds of constant grenade spam while moving. I have to say the RGL is a game changer here. This contract was much more intense when I did it with a regular weapon. I think I went down like 3 times before I was done, so yeah, RGL is the play. Once the contract is finished and you hopefully got some decent rewards, congrats, you are done with the easy part of this rift. Now let's go for the final contract and the rift boss. Run towards the center of the map, up on the bridge, and jump down onto the small island in the center. You'll notice the exfil portal right there, and next to it a rift spore. If you successfully completed all 3 contracts, the spore will be red and can be destroyed. Otherwise, you won't be able to do anything with it and will have to exfil. So now, destroy it. Next to it, opposite from the exfil, is an ammo cache. Note its location, chances are you'll need it. Now run into the center of the island to find a huge spore. Directly north from it is another smaller one for you to destroy. The last one to destroy is on the western edge of the island, by the boat refuel station. Once all 3 small spores are taken care of, the one in the center, called the Rift Heart, turns red and can be destroyed too. As soon as you destroy it, the boss disciple spawns. At this point, when you are with the team, you want to concentrate all the fire on it ASAP. As a solo though, I try to break the distance a bit and wait for it to call its minions. A whole bunch of mimics and manglers with boss icons over their heads. Those will need to be killed before the boss can be damaged, but the good news is they tend to carry those nukes if you still have the atomic hunter on you. So the strat here is to kill one of them that carries the nuke and detonate it. Even if it doesn't kill all the minions right away, it will damage them heavily, allowing you to kill the next one with a nuke and repeat. As soon as the boss is vulnerable again, use your VR11 on him, it does some great damage. The best case for you is if the boss tries to leech your health. Shoot his hand then to stop it and land some headshots. If he tries to summon minions again, a well-timed headshot aborts the sequence and you can kill him in one go. Unfortunately, I failed my second shot, so he got into invincible state again. I used this time to break distance again and go refill the ammo at the ammo cache. Casimir grenades, in the meantime, help to keep the regular zombies somewhat at bay. Now just repeat the process. If you did get the Deadwire detonators earlier, note that electric damage from them deals damage to the boss over time, and electricity is highly effective against disciples, which is actually exactly what dealt the finishing blow on him for me this time. But even if not, repeating the VR11 treatment on him the second time should be enough to take him down. The reward rift you get from the boss tends to have better rewards than other contracts in the rift, and this is true for both the regular and Elder Aether. You also get a secret blueprint for Ram 7 assault rifle called Smoke Signals after beating the boss for the first time. Surprisingly, the Elder Aether is not that much different to regular one, with the exception of having only half of the time available to you. For solo, I'd say if you do Elder, skip the final boss since it's just too tight on time. With the team though, you should be able to do it all without a problem within 15 minutes. And that's it for today's video. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.